we gonna get into this because but you do have men in the media, and I have to give them props, like Shannon Sharp and others, who are pointing it out that these girls are jealous of Angel Reese, and I agree, they are not Angel. Excuse me, they're jealous of Caitlin Clark. That Angel Reese and the rest of these extra average looking, I can't even say extra average. I gotta say these horrible looking heifers, they're very jealous. Now, I'm not going to say Caitlin Clark is the most attractive woman. I'll be lying to you, but she's successful. That's the thing. It's like she's not out here making certain comments. But Angel Reese and the rest of her unattractive cohorts, they don't like her for the simple fact that she has fans. I don't get that, you know. Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of people are tuning in. I mean, get over it. You never see this in men's sports. You never see men getting upset in the NFL or the NBA because other men are bringing attention to the sport. You don't see this in men's sports because men about money. We all getting paid. We all getting time on TV. We're all pros. But this is the WNBA. This is why I have made video after video after video about the WNBA and their failures. They are nothing more than self-sabotagers. You goofy heifers, and you know who you are. You have been running your mouth for years about misogyny, about how men don't want to support you, begging the NBA for handouts. Then you get a generational female athlete in your league, and what happens? You hate on her. You got these carpet munching heifers hating on her. You got these extra average women that want to be sexy, but they're not, hating on her. I don't get it. We sick and tired of hearing about you begging the NBA players for money. You out here begging for handouts, but you will not embrace Caitlin Clark. That's crazy to me. But that's the WNBA. The WNBA is full of failures from the commissioner, from some of these coaches, especially Caitlin Clark's coach, who is a horrible. I've never seen a worse coach still have a job. I've seen coaches get fired for less. That woman wants to get fired. For some reason, she doesn't want to coach Caitlin Clark. And it's very evident, it's very clear to me that the woman doesn't want to be there. Instead of her resigning, she wants to get fired because she wants to be paid to go away. I told y'all, these women are nothing more than walking failures. Feminism has failed. You get a generational female athlete and you screw it up out of jealousy. That is the Americanized woman in a nutshell. A bunch of failures who complain, and then when they have a golden opportunity, they sabotage it because they are nothing more than jealous-hearted women. Women will always destroy good things. This is why this country is going to shit, because we have a lot of these women who are championing the destruction of our society. They really are. Caitlin Clark should have went to the Big Three. She should have went to the Big Three. She would have been making even more money. People say they would have paid her. Listen, Caitlin Clark is getting paid what, like $80,000 a year? Trust me, she get way more than that playing for Ice Cube. Ice Cube pays his players over $100,000 a year. I just don't get how you're self-sabotaging your league. I don't get this. You've been begging and begging for opportunities to be noticed, and when you get that, you blow it out of your own jealousy. This is why I don't feel sorry for the WNBA. You get a golden opportunity, and your jealousy, when your best players have been tearing Caitlin Clark down since the start of the women's March Madness. Y'all know who they are. Been tearing them down. Like, How can you function in something like that? Shout out to Brian Turner. He says you can make the case that Caitlin Clark is a top 5 player in the league already. She's averaged 20 points on a bad team with a bad coach. Yeah. And you tell these people that, they don't want to believe it. Yes, she's been turnover prone, but I have to give her credit. She's worked on her turnovers. She's worked on them. She could get better, but she has a coach that doesn't know what she's doing. She has a coach who's all about favoritism. A coach that doesn't, her coach needs to go to Iowa to speak to her old coach and learn how to run that type of offense. But instead of her doing that, she's sitting on the sidelines looking confused. I've never seen such a confused person in my life, but that's women. That is American women. Americanized women are some of the most confused women on the planet. They only get opportunities because they're women. These are facts. The WNBA shows this. What's good, boss lady? Daryl, what's up? Severe was good. Looking confused on the sidelines. It's like, why are you here? Yeah, Ice Cube was going to pay her. He's going to pay her a lot of money to be a part of the Big Three. That's an investment. She would have brought people to those games. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ice Cube would have made his money back. He would have made his money back. Again, make sure y'all like the stream. You jealous-hearted, melanated heifers, this rough-looking heifer with all that weave, jealous-hearted. And I bet you Angel Reese put her up to it. I have no doubt that Angel Reese was in her ear putting her up to it. Look how happy Angel Reese was when she pushed her. Look how happy Angel Reese was. Like, Angel, she beat you in a college, like, Elite 8 game. Get over it. You're in the pros now. You need to let that, but she can't because she is a bitter, jealous woman. And this is the same Angel Reese who was caught sitting on the sidelines of an NBA game talking to another girl, talking about why somebody liking her man's pictures. But then she tried to lie and say that's not what she said. That's what you said, because that's the type of woman you are. You'd be the type of woman wondering why somebody is liking the pictures of some dude you seeing. That's the type of person you are, Angel Reese. And I would not doubt you've been in that girl's ear telling her to do that. That's why you was happy when she did that. Candace Wiggins. People were deliberately trying to hurt me all the time. I had never been called the B word so many times in my life. Bleacher Report, February 21st, 2027. Right. I did a video about Candace Wiggins. I did a video where she talked about how all these bitter lesbians they like to push around the girls that ain't down with them. But I think we have a different situation here because we have y'all know how much black women, are obsessed with white women. They love white women. But when it's a white woman who has more fame than them, they can't take it. Angel Reese can't take it, and that's why people cook her as much as they do. Angel Reese is so cookable because she does it to herself. The WNBA should be thanking Caitlin Clark for being a part of the WNBA, because she could have chose not to. She could have stayed in college, or she could have went to the Big Three, where she would have made more money and not have to deal with being pushed around by these jealous-hearted heifers who want to look white but will never look white. All right? And as Draymond Green said, Draymond Green was like, yo, she needs to get an enforcer. I agree. She does need to get an enforcer. She does. But the Indiana Fever are ran so poorly You know, they have a coach there that doesn't want to be there, that's playing favoritism, that are making no adjustments, who's a part of why Caitlin Clark is regressing slowly. Yeah, she's a straight white woman. That it irks them that she's not a part of the carpet munching gang that they have. They have like a carpet munching mafia in the WNBA, but I think it's deeper than that. Because I think also, as good as those WNBA veterans are, they never did anything to push the league forward. They were too busy playing politics. They were too busy not appealing to families. Because at the end of the day, white people support matters. White people, white middle class, upper middle class people spend money. And that's the people who are spending money to go to the Indiana Fever games, whether it be at home or away. White middle class people. Y'all don't have to like it, but those are the people who are spending money here. And you do need to appeal to them, because if you don't, you'll go back to what the WNBA was. Yeah, Kennedy would have got checked if they actually had if they had a Draymond, if they had a female Draymond Green on the Indiana Fever, she would have never tried that. If she did, she would have got checked. Leslie, you can think I'm wrong all you want to. The fact remains the WNBA should be thankful that Caitlin Clark is a part of their league, because she could have not been there. White middle class people are the ones buying those tickets and those jerseys. You ain't got to like it. That's the truth. Kennedy, big face gremlin. Big face gremlin. And the thing is, Caitlin Clark wasn't even playing that well on offense. You were doing your job defensively. You need to focus on winning the game. That's what these other teams have done who shut her down and have shut which is not very hard to do. They play defense. They score more points. They're not out there trying to push her around. They don't need to. But this is what happens with the jealousy of these heifers, and they can't let go of the fact that she's more famous than them. And it's people like Angel Reese, who's a fellow rookie, right? But the thing is, it ain't just that one incident. I mean, this has been happening a lot with Caitlin Clark. But in this instance, it was so blatant because she didn't have the ball in her hands and she was looking away. And Caitlin Clark is not a muscular female at all. Maybe she needs to put some muscle on. Shout out to Eric Square. Jaye, wasn't Reese was playing victim after she lost to Iowa? Now she hating. She was playing it up then like she is now. They could be the bird magic of the WNBA, but they're wasting energy on this. That is true. That's why I never fell for the victimhood. Some people did, but I didn't, because she was just mad because she lost. I mean, people lose games every day. Not every day, but they lose games. They lose big games. They use regular season games. You got to get over that. You got to have a short memory. When you are a defensive back and you give up a long touchdown, in order for you to be a great defensive back, you have to forget that. You got to get over that, and you got to be able to play the next play and play well. You know what I'm saying? You can't focus on the fact that you gave up a touchdown. You got to move on. And the fact that Angel Reese still is bitter shows that you melanated heifers are gotten to. You melanated heifers are gotten to. You're gotten to. Make sure y'all like the stream. Let's get the likes up.